Good morning everyone. Welcome to El Paraiso. So this morning I want you to see how I repot my new purchase orchid from Cherry Laureano. So this is a Gyrac Treasure Kakapo bird. No, Gyrac Treasure Kakapo bird. So this orchid is having a very good flower. Okay, so before I am going to repot this, of course, no, we have to soak this in a water with hydrogen peroxide. Okay, so this is hydrogen peroxide 20 volumes. So let us try to mix a bit of this, no, a small amount of this to this water. Okay, so don't worry because hydrogen peroxide is not harmful for our orchids. And then we have to mix this one. We have to mix this one. Then we have to soak this, no, of course we have to remove this from the old plastic pot, and then we have to soak this one here, and then slowly we have to remove the cocoa husk from this orchid. So there is a need for us to remove this one. No, let us be careful so that we could be able to protect the roots. Okay, so there is a need for us to remove this because try to see this one, it is already rotten and this is acidic for our orchids. Okay. Pero yung mga mahirap na tanggalin, no, huwag na nating pilitin para hindi masyadong masaktan yung ugat ng ating mga orchids. Okay. So this is it, no? This is it. So we have to use a hydrogen peroxide to disinfect before we are going to repot our orchid. Okay, so after that we have to throw this one. Then we have to prepare now the driftwood. So this is the driftwood that we are going to use. Okay, so this is already disinfected and this is already treated since this driftwood is taken from the seashore. So in order for us to remove the salty taste of this, so we should have to treat this. Actually, this is already here in the garden for 3 months. But itinago ko lang, baka time will come that I could be able to use this one. Okay. So this is now the driftwood that we are going to use for repotting this orchid. Okay. So this is it. Okay, so this one. So in most cases in the garden, I don't use any media when I am going to repot my orchid in a driftwood. No, hinahayaan ko talaga sila na tumubo yung ugat as free as they can, no, so that they could be able to survive. Okay, so once the new roots will be able to grow, so that is the time that I could say that this orchid is now starting to grow. Okay, so this time we will use we call this one, this is a straw thread. We're going to use this one. So in the garden, I usually use straw thread because I think, no, this is the best thread to be used since this will be rotten eventually. Okay, so once the roots of the orchids are already stable, no, kumapit na sila doon sa driftwood, so no worry at all. Okay, so tanggalin lang natin ito so that we could be able to tie this in the driftwood. So this is it. So what we are going to do is we have to make sure that we tie properly the orchid. Okay, so we have to make sure that we tie properly the orchid so that this will not move every time we are going to water them. Okay, so kailangan talagang ayusin ang pagkatali sa kanila. Okay, this one. Kailangan mahigpit. Okay, yan. So make sure na hindi siya gumagalaw. Okay, and then this is a very good way because every time that we are going to water them, the water will not be stuck. Why? Because we don't have any media that we use aside from the driftwood. Then of course we should have to place the ID of this orchid. No, we should have to place the ID of this orchid, and so anywhere from this driftwood you could be able to put a nail, and then this will serve as the base of the ID. Okay, so there is a need for us to put an ID so that this orchid will be identified soon. Okay, so I hope that I could be able to let this orchid bear flowers here at El Paraiso. So this is now the mounted orchid in the driftwood. And then of course, so since this is in the driftwood, so all we have to do is to hang this one. So we need to have a tire wire, no? A wire. We have to cut this one kasi masyadong mahaba. So cut lang natin siya. Okay, we have to cut this and then fold. Okay, this one, and then then we have to straighten this one. We have to stretch this one, and then we have to place this at the back of the driftwood. Okay, but of course we have to twist this one so that this will not be, okay, yan, i-twist natin so that kakapit siya talaga doon sa bako sa likod. Okay, so ganyan lang, and then okay, nandiyan na yan. Okay, so yan, pagkatapos we will have to fold this portion, and this is now ready to be placed in the garden. So this is now the Gyrac treasure kakapo bird that we mounted in a driftwood this morning. So thank you so much for watching. God bless, bye bye, and stay safe always.